Hi there, ladies. Welcome back for another episode. I'm Leslie Abraham, the founder of Bonjour Baby, and today we are going to talk about what you can do just after you give birth to start your recovery. So now, if you're following me on social media, bonjourbaby.la, you might have seen that yesterday I did a post about that, walking you through several steps, several exercises that you can do pretty early in recovery. So right after giving birth, you just can keep working on breathing, but breathing in a smart way, engaging the pelvic floor and working on these deep core muscles. If you know how to do that, you can refer back to this video over there and you'll find it right away. Today we are going to go a step further in that kind of breathing. It's a specific kind of breathing that we're going to talk about today. It's called, it's a French technique, so it's very hard to translate, but it's called like the false breathing in, kind of. And so what it does, it really helps to recover from the pelvic floor, but it also do like a kind of a drainage on your intestine, your bladder, the vagina by itself as well, the uterus and everything, and it helps to bring everything back in place. If you're kind of suffering from hemorrhoids, it's very useful as well because you're basically lifting everything up. So it kind of relieves the pelvic floor from all the compression and the pressure it has to go through after you gave birth, because it's not that there is not a baby anymore here, that you don't still suffer from all those side effects of the pregnancy. So for that, it's pretty simple. All you need is a mat or maybe laying down on the floor, and you just need a tiny bit of time to be able to do that. You can also work on that while you are breastfeeding or just feeding your baby if you are comfortably lying on your couch, on your sofa, on your bed, whatever. You can have your baby on the side, taking the breast or breastfeeding him or her at the same time. It's really something that you can do. So you just need a few minutes of time. So time is not an excuse for that one. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see how it works. Okay, so for that exercise, I will lie down on my back. So just gently and comfortably lying down over there. Here we go. I keep my feet on the floor and my knees are really generously bent. I can keep my hands on the side. I just want to begin by taking a couple of deep breathe in and breathe out. So just relaxing me. Making sure that I'm in control of my breathing. I want always to place more emphasis on my breathe when I breathe out rather than when I breathe in. You can close your eyes if you want. Okay, so now that I feel more relaxed, I'm going to dive in this exercise. So what I'm going to do is gently breathe in. As I breathe in, I will feel my diaphragm here, my rib cage expanding to the side here. So really breathing in from there. And as I breathe out, I will begin with my pelvic floor and then feel like if I'm breathing out from the pelvic floor all the way up to the diaphragm. So I'm breathing out from the pelvic floor, and then I feel kind of tightening around my waist here, gently on my ribs. When I'm done breathing out, I hold my breath and I'm going to pinch my nose. And then when I do so, there is no air coming in or out, but I will do a movement with my thorax and my belly as if I was to breathe in more. Okay, really like allowing my belly to go really, really deep, to dig deep. So belly going really close to the spine
and my rib cage is kind of expanding here. Okay, so I'm breathing in, diaphragm going to the side, breathing out from the pelvic floor, holding, pinching my nose. And so as I'm not breathing in or out, I'm holding my breath. I make the movement with my belly and my thorax as if I were to breathe in, but like, like that. Okay, but nothing is going on. So let's do it together. So I'm breathing in, breathing out pelvic floor first, holding, again, breathing in, breathing out, hold, and breathing. Breathing out. Again, breathing in, breathing out, hold, breathing. Okay? So I hope you're able to see the movement that I'm doing. So basically, I'm here, I'm breathing in. So the rib cage is going to the side, my belly is coming forward. I'm breathing out from the pelvic floor. Where everything is coming in, coming in, coming in, holding it, pinching my nose. And when I'm doing as if I wanted to breathe in again, I'm really like bringing my belly toward my spine, and my rib cage is kind of opening here. That's why I kind of help to bring everything up here. Okay, so this exercise is completely safe to do after giving birth. When you feel that you have time, when you don't feel that you have any crazy pains or your body is really achy, that's something that you can do. You don't need to wait for the 6 weeks mark for that one. It's just a breathing exercise. It's just engaging safely your deep core muscle and your pelvic floor at the same time. And we're really recreating that kind of connection that sometimes is lost during pregnancy and after giving birth between your pelvic floor and your core muscle and the diaphragm all together. So everything can work together, and because everything will be able to work together, it won't hurt as much when you will bend down to pick something from the floor or just holding your baby and turning from side to side. You will recreate that connection, and so have a stronger torso and stronger core pelvic floor connection. That's what matters, really. That's what we want to work on after you gave birth, because there is really like a disconnection happening over there. So you can safely work on that, like even a few days just after giving birth. As soon as you feel like you're ready to work on it, you have some time, you're not exhausted anymore, and you feel like you need some kind of relief, you can definitely use that exercise. And as I said, if you are suffering from constipation, from hemorrhoids, for too much of a heaviness on the vagina, it will really help to pull everything up and to kind of put back everything in place. I don't like to say that, but it gives you a good image of what's going on. We are really pulling up everything, so everything is kind of spreading into its original place, kind of. All right, so if you have any question, I know it's a tough exercise to understand, but it's one of the most powerful exercises that you can use in your recovery. It's really one step ahead of just doing Kegels and breathing. I always recommend doing them, especially during your pregnancy. Not on the last month, but once you gave birth, I like to work with my clients, my one-on-one clients, like that, because we really build that missing link, the connection between the core and the pelvic floor. It is so important to understand, because later on, this is where, and you can ask to your mom, your aunt, your sister, maybe who had a baby like a couple of years ago, you can ask them. It's something that they wish they would have done sooner rather than later. So go ahead, listen to me, and do it
As soon as you feel ready for it, as soon as your body is craving it, as soon as you feel like you're comfortable enough to put that into action and to do it daily. You just can do like a couple of reps, maybe 5 to 10 reps to begin with, once a day. Maybe a couple of weeks after, it's like twice a day. There are so many variations of that you can do to really make your core and your pelvic floor work together. Then we can put more emphasis on the TVA, the transverse abdominis, then the rectus abdominis, and then the obliques, because we want all of those muscles to work together again in order to have a strong core working with your pelvic floor, and it will really help you in your daily life to feel definitely stronger, to have your flat belly again, kind of to bounce back to where you were before. I don't like to use that, but just like to have the feeling that you're inside of your old body, kind of. All right, so I hope it was helpful. If it is helpful, you can always share that with a friend that needs it. Spread the love. It helps me a lot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all of our videos that are being released. I've changed the days. Now they are released on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, Mama, I'll see you very soon. À bientôt.